Hey, it's Coach 2K here with Coach2K.com. In this video, I wanted to talk about the Experts League a little bit and talk about how to use your stats to improve your game. I played my first game against Buck Extreme of the Raptors, and I went down in defeat, but let's talk about my stats a little bit. So what I do, I go into NBA.com, I go down to statistics, and then the first thing I always look at is team stats. So I usually don't worry about points per game and stuff, but the one that I focus on the most is this one right here. And you can see that I shot almost 56% from the floor, which is pretty good. So, if you think about it, I shot under 18% from three for the game. I still shot almost 56% from the floor. So that's pretty good. So that tells me that for my next game, if I'm looking for a way to improve, obviously I want to continue to get shot selection to shoot 56%, but I want to do a better job of, selecting the shots that I take from three. My goal is to shoot about 85% from the line, and I've got that. I could probably shoot just a little bit better, but I always miss a few with Mahinmi and with Hibbert. And another area that I look at, that I focus on the most, is this turnovers per game. And I had 25 turnovers in that first game. So two things I'm going to focus on in the next game are three-point shooting to improve that and reduce my turnovers. The other thing that I do, I go in to look at player stats. And so you can see George led the team in scoring, but I kind of do the same thing with them. I look at shooting percentage. And Augustine, he shot well. Johnson shot well. Stevenson shot well. West shot well. Hibbert, George, Green, Mahinmi. Then we got Hansbrough and Granger that just did not shoot very well at all. Hill, he didn't shoot good at all either. And so I kind of look at those, and then I go, well, if I'm looking on offense, I want to go to these guys that are shooting well. From three, Johnson and George both shot pretty well from three, and I don't know why I didn't shoot. Oh, those other guys must just not have hit any. I'll have to look at those stats. Free throw percentage shooting. Hansbrough, I need to work on his free throw shooting. Nobody else shot, so it might be a good idea to go in and do some extra free throw work with Hansbrough. And then just to see where the turnovers came from, Hill was my number one guy along with Stevenson. So, my guards, they got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Anyway, I kind of look at those stats, and then I look for marginal improvement. And, if I'm looking at Hill here, what I'll try and do for turnovers is just try and do better and do less than 5 in the game. As far as shooting percentage goes, I'll try and improve their shot selection to get these shooting percentages up. And the one I want to focus on the most is Granger, because I can shoot really well with him, and then sometimes just not shoot very well at all. So anyway, those are some things I look at from stats. I don't really look a whole lot at the metric stats. I guess I probably could. Augustine did pretty well, but he's really not going to carry the team. George is probably the one I'm going to focus on the most. So when you're looking at stats and you're trying to figure out what to work on in your game, that's the way I approach it. I just look for marginal improvement instead of trying to get completely better, all at one time. I just try and work on one thing at a time. So in the next game, it's going to be turnovers, getting those down, and shooting better from three. Those are a couple areas that I see that I can do better in the next game. So I hope those tips help, and I'll talk to you soon.